Yeah, buddy, the blizzard subsided, and I got more Christmas presents in the mail, so we can continue working on our snow bike. See what we got here. I love eBay. Oh, this looks like my intake. So my thoughts with this guy were, normally on my custom builds I use those knockoff K&N style cone air filters, but I figured with the snow running around I might get that clogged up. So I got one of these little guys on eBay, and hopefully that will keep the snow out of the air filter. Unfortunately, I don't think my handlebars showed up because there's nothing handlebarish looking here. Hopefully by the end of the weekend they'll show up and I can get the taller handlebars on there. I ordered a set of like old school BMX handlebars with like a 7-inch rise. I think between the combination of that and dropping my foot pegs down a couple inches, I don't think my knees will hit the handlebars. Oh, these are the fork tube headlight mounts off of a 1974-75 XL100. Pop those in the forks, and I should have be able to mount a headlight to this thing. I think this feels like the chain guard for the Lifan engine. Oh yeah, wrong color. Should have ordered black, but oh well, I can paint it. Well, let's pop this on the engine and see if this is the right one. Yep, that'll do. So once I get that on there, I'll have to make a little bit of get some metal and make a chain guard to cover the jack shaft chain, so if this ever snaps, it doesn't go into my stuff. So hope you all like these unboxing videos. Cool. Original Honda parts. So you see now, I don't feel bad about putting Honda stickers on that Chinese Lifan frame because this is a genuine Honda bike now, officially. Yeah, get back to what I was talking about. I hope you like the unboxing videos, because I know I have a lot of people always asking me what parts I'm using on my bikes. I figure this will help. Everything I buy usually is on eBay. Either search by the Honda part number or search by the description of what I'm looking for, and I have pretty darn good luck. I think this might be a headlight. Oh yeah. Cool. Look at that nice headlight. So I think this is a reproduction XL 100, 125 headlight. It actually looks really nice. Holy cow, this might have to go on my white bike. Nah, won't mess with it. One last thing. Stay there. Got a few more things hopefully coming in the mail today or maybe tomorrow. We will unbox those as they come in. What do we got here? Oh, pit bike skid plate. I know it's not much of a skid plate. It's really, really thin aluminum. And these are really, really thin. I think this is kind of made out of tin foil and butter. Well, I've been procrastinating, but Now it comes down to my favorite part of getting a bike running, the wiring. I got one of these Chinese ATV or pit bike wiring harnesses and all the electronics off of eBay. I think they're pretty darn cheap. Run about 19 bucks. Unfortunately though, it's not exactly made for this bike, so the mounting locations of all the stuff don't quite line up. So I'm probably gonna have to chop a couple wires in here, move things around, or extend them out, move things around to get everything to fit and mount it up in here. But I guess I gotta bite the bullet and just do it. And it's kind of funny. I've used these really cheap, like under sub $20 wiring harnesses and electronic kits off eBay on my actual real Honda engines. I actually used one on my 1974 XL 100 that I put a ATC 125M three-wheeler engine in, and the thing runs like a champ. Only bad thing is, every once in a while, the quality control on these is terrible. I've had some where the wires aren't in the right order on these little plugs. I've had one where the wire was broke down in the harness here, and I spent half the day hunting that problem down. But yeah, a majority of the time, they work. Okay, let's start with the easy step, the coil. It looks like there are a couple holes drilled in the frame down here. Looks like that's where that's supposed to mount. If not, I don't care. That's where it's gonna mount. There, that's good enough for now. And the rectifier looks like it has this little hole here. And I think there's a hole in the frame there, so I should be able to mount that guy down in there. Run a bolt through there. That is a big battery box. Good enough for what we're doing. Let's grab the wiring harness. Okay, so we got negative and a harness ground there. Pop that on here. Oop, put it on the right side. That been a problem. Should be a chassis ground wire somewhere right there. Let's bolt this to something metal. Right there will be fine. What else? All right, so these guys go down to the engine. Yeah, there's the pulse coil, or whatever it's called on a CDI. There's the AC wires, there's ground. Okay, so that's gonna go way down there. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll leave the positive off for now. Starter relay. Okay, got this figured out. Okay. Starter wire's hooked up. Let's see. I think I got everything else hooked up right. I guess we'll find out. Oh, look at that! Oh, crazy. We've got spark on the first try. Okay, don't touch a thing. I'm gonna take masking tape. I'm gonna mask each one of these connections and mark where it goes, because some of the wires, the coloring doesn't match up, and there's the same size plugs for different things. I'm going to, mark everything here, and we'll start mounting things together. Maybe throw some gas at this and get it moving tonight. doesn't smoke either. Hey, put it in gear and hang on. Should be down. Well, I ran into my first fun problem with the cheap Chinese wiring harnesses. I went to start it up. The starter solenoid clicked and the thing fired right up the first time. Second time, starter relay took a poop on me. So the solution to that is, went to Home Depot, got myself a universal 12 volt starter solenoid for a lawnmower, and we're gonna mount it right back in here. Okay, so now how I'm going to mount the starter to that steel frame. I got these little threaded nut inserts. I don't know if you can see in there the threads. And what these are, they're kind of like a rivet. Let me pop the tool open here. What you do, let me grab the M6 die, this guy, and we will pop that off, and this onto here. Okay, and put this back on here, and then spread this out, put our nut insert on there. So now we'll drill a hole into the frame, shove this in there, and pull this apart, and this will compress like a rivet, and we'll be able to put a 6mm bolt through there. One thing before I put those inserts in, I want to put a little paint on that bare metal so it doesn't have a tendency to rust over time. Yeah, should be good to go. All right. Hopefully this will go all the way down in there. It will. Squeeze it. Tighten this a little bit. Squeeze it again. Don't put too much pressure on it because I broke these dies before, so just enough where you feel it stop squeezing or compacting. Then you can unthread this guy. And let's go grab a 6mm bolt and see how that looks. Perfect. So that's how they look like from the top, and let's see if we can get the camera down below and see what they look like down here. Pretty slick, pretty professional looking, I think. Start over with this guy. So here's something that's cool. I was digging through my pile of parts and I got this little 12 volt LED light. So I put a couple of shielded spade connectors on there. I chopped the Chinese harness and put the corresponding on there. And this guy, drilled a couple little holes here. This is gonna fit right down in here just perfectly. Yeah, I'm gonna have running lights. So I got the wiring all buttoned up. Of course, when I get the high-rise handlebars on here, I think I left myself enough slack. But I'll have to get some harness loom to protect all that stuff back there, and maybe make a little plastic cover to go over the positive terminals on the starter solenoid so that doesn't short out. But I think we're in business. Need to wait and get the correct carburetor for the guy with the petcocks down here and the choke over on this side. But that's gonna have to wait till next time. Let's see if it's gonna fire here. Run. Lights. Oh, that's not lights. Let's try this again. Low beam, high beam. Running light. Neato. Well, the little bit that I drove it here, it doesn't seem that bad. It's really comfortable with the foot pegs dropped down, the handlebars raised up. Rear suspension's got a little bit of travel, but I need some gears on this thing because it does not want to pull me up any kind of grade. But I'm still waiting in the mail for that 3-speed forward, 1-speed reverse engine. So that's all I got for this week. But if you want to check out some more Bigfoot Bikes and Brews content, you can click the video on the left, or you can click the video on the right to see last week's video. See you next time.